Yeah, I have no doubt these PWKs add performance to our Maddogs 50s and 150s. I've gotten a 3 mile/hour gain on two different 150s, a 3 mile/hour gain on a 50, but the 50 I put this on wasn't a 50. It was a 50 with a 52.4 millimeter big bore kit, so that puts it at 89 cc's, something like that. So basically it was a 90. So obviously this PWK 21 is going to help a 90 a lot more, because the 90 was suffering in the carburetor department, having the old CVK on there. But will a PWK 21 work on a pretty much a bone stock 50? Will it be too much carburetor? Will it be the same or add performance? That's what I'm going to find out. Stock 50 intake valve, you know, somewhere in there, 18 millimeters. The rule of thumb I read on the internet was that your carburetor should be within 1 millimeter of your intake valve. So that would put me between a 17 and a 19 millimeter carburetor. So yeah, 21 may be too big. The stock 50 looks like 18.8 millimeters. We're going to test them against a Chinese PWK. Supposed to be 21 millimeters. 21.8 millimeters, so it's in there. My last run on the Maddog was 41 miles an hour on the GoPro. It was cold and it was dry. Temperatures here in Florida have been warming up rapidly. I don't have a very good base run because I've been waiting for these parts. Guy's powder coat machine broke. I'm stuck in the mud. So when I put this PWK on, I don't have a good base run to compare it to. We'll see what kind of top speed I get, but it's not going to be consistent. I like to do these mods on the same day. If I get an equal speed or higher, I'll be pretty happy because it's so much more warm and more humid than it was when I did the CVK test. Air idle mixture screw. There's a lot of guys watching my videos that are way smarter than me at this. These guys have schooled me on this thing. I was way off. The principle's the same. Turn this in or out, you get the highest idle you can, and that's the good setting. The nominal setting is usually 1.5 turns out, and from there you turn it in, RPMs will go down, turn it out, finding that sweet spot where the RPMs are the highest, and that's where you set it. Now I said if this screw goes in too far, let's say it's less than a turn in for your highest RPM setting, then you need a smaller pilot jet, because that's what you're controlling. That screw is actually controlling how much fuel comes into this pilot jet, and then how much fuel from that pilot jet goes up into your carburetor for idling. So that all holds true, except for when I put that PWK on in the video I'm going to reference in this video. I said what I just told you, and I had it backwards. So this little screw here, you can see how it's got the needle and for the little teeny tip on it. It goes in and out and adjusts how much fuel comes in. This carburetor is a CVK. It has the adjustment towards the engine side. The carburetor I put on in my last video about 21 millimeter PWKs and that I'm going to put on this bike is a PWK, and it's got the air idle adjustment screw on the air intake side. Now here's that CVK again. The air idle adjustment screw is over here on the engine side. This is the engine intake manifold. I had a hell of a time adjusting that carburetor, and I ended up going the opposite of what I told everyone on the pilot jet because it just ran better. Well, the reason it ran better is on the PWK, it's the opposite. This screw is controlling how much fuel goes in. Turn it in, less fuel, turn it out, more fuel. On a PWK, this screw is controlling how much air comes in. Turn it in, less air, turn it out, more air. How you can tell is, the guys that watch my videos let me know, the air idle adjustment screw is on the engine side. So think of that as the fuel side. If it's on this side, think of that as the air side. And here it's on this air side over here. Principle is still the same. We're going to turn that in or out until we get a good high RPM idle. So on the CVK carb, if I turn the screw out past 2 turns to get the best idle, then that means I'm trying to bring too much fuel into here. I've got the orifice all the way open. I need a bigger pilot jet in there. It's the opposite on this one. If I have to turn this more than 2 turns out, that means I need a smaller pilot jet in here. I've opened the air orifice all the way. If I were to have to turn this screw in all the way almost seated, let's say a half turn from seated to get the best idle, then that means I need a bigger pilot jet in here because I'm trying to block the air coming in to match the little amount of fuel I have. So keep that in mind. I had that wrong in that video, but this is all good information, how we learn. I'm going to put this PWK on this white Maddog. I'm not going to open this carburetor up. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not even going to look at what jet's in there. Put it on. We're going to see what problems it has. Notice how I've plugged my vacuum port. This is a GY6 150 intake manifold. Fits the 50 also, and it works fine. They're a dime a dozen on eBay and Amazon. Just get the 150 one. Like all these throttle cables, they're always too short. The cable part's too short inside the housing. And that's why it's hard to tune these things, because sometimes it's picking that slide up and you can't get it to idle right. And when that slide comes up, it's running off the main jet and the needle jet and not your idle jet like it should be. And that's why your air fuel mixture screw does nothing. And make sure that needle drops into that main jet right there. There's a emulsion tube, they call it, I guess. So common mistakes are this cable is up here like that. It's on the edge and it's pulling your throttle up, and you can't get it to adjust properly, so make sure that's seated down. The other common problem is there's no play in the throttle. If you have a tight throttle, see how it's pulling the slide up? You'll never get it to tune right on that pilot jet. You're actually running it right there on the main jet and the needle jet. So I like to make sure I have control of my idle. Here's my idle screw. I want to see that go up, and I do, and I want to see it go down. Another common issue is people say they don't have control of their idle. They twist the idle screw and nothing happens. It's because the cable is pulled up on it, like this, let's say. Now when I let the idle screw out, nothing happens because the cable's got it pulled up. And when you're doing those cable adjustments, make sure your handlebars are all the way turned so that cable's the tightest. Otherwise, when you turn your bars, your bike takes off on you. Once you get your throttle cable hooked up and everything, go ahead and open that cable. Make sure you can get full throttle travel out of that. Make sure that slide goes all the way up. Nope. So I have to use a lot of throttle to keep it running. Set the idle. Get it where it'll idle. Alright, that'll idle. Now I'm going to try to find my highest idle. That was not it. Come back in on that idle screw. There we go, now it's idling. Give it a little bit. See how it's sped up? It takes a little bit. See how it's speeding up some more? Speeding up some more. Now I can run my idle back out. Now adjust the idle back down. See if I can come out some more. If I'm saying this right this time, I'm having to give it too much air. So that means that jet is too rich, which means I need to go to a smaller pilot jet, which makes sense because this carburetor is probably too big for a 50cc. I've got my tachometer hooked up here, just temporary. I've got the speedometer on my phone just so I can see how it's going. I don't expect it to go that well. So we already know it's too rich in the pilot jet, and that makes sense. I would suspect it's going to be too rich everywhere else too. If it's too rich in the needle jet, it'll feel pretty sluggish when we take off. It won't feel crisp. It feels pretty good right off throttle, then it gets sluggish right away. So that's probably that needle jet. Right in there. It's not bogging though, but it's just about there. I definitely like the way the CVK rides better on this, with just being a stock 49. I haven't tuned it yet, but we'll see if I can tune it to make me like this PWK. I'll probably lean the pilot jet. I'll probably lean the needle out. Let me see how it feels up top here. It's not bogging. It sure feels slow. It looks like about 35, 34 miles an hour is my top. It's not going to go faster than that unless I fall off a cliff. Alright, so from a dead stop, if I just try to punch it, I think I get it to bog off that needle. Right there. That's that needle jet bogging. So yeah, there it goes. You can milk something past the bog point. You can get it going fast enough that your demand for fuel goes up, and it'll quit bogging on you. You don't want to do that. You just want to go ahead and stab that throttle and see what you get. Yeah, I can see why guys without any performance mods don't really care for this PWK. And I seem to be topping out at about 7,500 RPM. which that makes sense. So that's why I wanted to keep the rollers and everything from the last run the same. See there, it bogs, and then it kicks up. That's the bog. And these PWKs are made for pretty fast swaps. You just yank them out. All the hoses stay on there. You can leave the throttle connected. I don't even use the drain. I just take it off and then drain the bowl out into a... There's only 2 screws holding the bowl on. So it had a 105 in the main, 38 in the pilot. So I'm going to lean these littlest jets I have. And the littlest jets I have are a 100 main, 28 pilot jet. So I don't think that's going to be lean enough, but we're going to put them in, see what happens. We have to order some jets. And the needle is right in the middle, so we're going to be knocking that up a notch so the needle drops down and gets leaner by a notch. Now since I've leaned everything out, I'm going to go ahead and set this back to the nominal of 1.5 turns out. Now we'll start the process again. Alright, we'll say that's the idle. Now we'll try this. We'll go in, see if it gets worse. A little bit worse. Go out again. Yeah, that got better. Oh, right there. Actually feels a little bit better though. Like Joe Biden. After reviewing the GoPro footage, I guess I was 1 mile an hour faster, and on a hotter day too. CVK I did 9,000, I think it was 200 RPM, and 41. On this one I got 42, and I think 9,400 RPM. I guess I'll keep this mod. 21mm PWK. I probably would not recommend it if you were just going to keep your bike a 49cc and do no mods to it. I think the CVK is a much nicer riding carburetor. But I'm going to do a cam in here, see a big bore kit eventually. So I'm going to keep that PWK on there, and we'll do a cam next and see if the NCY Cam is all it's about.